Yeah, so really, and then just like that, that's just recording. Folks, anybody checking out this YouTube upload, this was not recorded live, all right? This is just recorded directly into the computer and then uploaded, all right? Because tech diff, the camera is not interacting with the browser well, which is the Chrome browser. And it doesn't interact with the Firefox browser well at all. We always get choppy screens, so just internal recording, and there's no way around it.
In Father Teresa's wine cellar, we believe all oppression is intersectional. And this means our analysis of current events frequently includes discussion of difficult and explicit content. Any combination of the following topics could be included in our show: murder, rape, war, climate change, racism, sexism, violence, sexual violence, homophobic violence, heterocentrism, discrimination and abuse against individuals of nonconformist sexuality, domestic violence, child abuse, child rape, child neglect, elderly abuse, verbal abuse, police brutality, microaggressions, ableism, cyberbullying, genital mutilation, ideological extremism, and people just being total fucking assholes.
All right, and there you have it. All right, I guess quick and fast. We can get to it and through it. All right.
Yeah.
I think so. A couple colored fellers on down there.
Oh, okay.
All right. You put some stuff up. Let me see what you put here. You made a Tuesday.
I made some funny ones for the Wednesday.
Oh, today is Wednesday. Jesus Christ.
Wednesday.
Oh, wait. So this stuff is
I moved them the last 3 to Wednesday. There's a whole separate Wednesday thread. I just thought it would be easier.
Yep. All right. Let me do the. Yeah, we can just rip through some white on white crime and get the heck darn out of here, and get up and go do a Thursday day of labor. Do some Hebrew stuff, which is my favorite stuff to do.
Really?
You damn right. All right. Lawnmower man. That's fair. Cincinnati. All right. Let's go ahead and let's take a break from Florida.
Not everything can happen in Florida, William.
The fucker's still from Kentucky.
I mean.
Local news outlets report that a 48-year-old individual named Mark Smith, who is from a place called Radcliffe. That fella got arrested on Thursday for an incident in Vine Grove. Now, the Vine Grove police chief fella, his name is Kenny Mattingly. Man, that's a white name. He says that Mr. Mark Smith was mowing a yard when authorities were contacted. An arrest citation says when police arrived that Mark Smith was atop the riding mower, smelled like alcohol, stumbled after getting off, and had a vodka bottle in his pants pocket. Fuck a flask, right? Straight. Hey, that's all a flask is. It's just a reusable bottle. And it says that his blood alcohol level was triple the legal limit. What is with white on white crime? And does no one ever just hit the legal limit? No, surpass that.
Legal limits are for losers.
Jesus
They're
Christ.
overachievers.
Though we probably go over the legal limit, we just don't operate machinery.
Yeah, or leave the house, really?
No, yeah, we don't step off the porch, man. The fucking the steps are hot lava. We don't get off the porch. Fucking Mark Smith is charged with driving under influence of a non-motor vehicle. Excuse me. A non-motor vehicle and violating conditions of release after a June arrest on a third DUI charge. So that means this is the fourth one.
Yeah.
And DUI charges just means you got caught.
Yeah.
How often is he DUIing in general?
Several.
Fine. Well, he's in a detention center on $5,000 bond. James Bond. Ma'am.
Well, he's had a vodka bottle in his pants. Don't you use a vodka bottle to make vodka to make martinis?
I don't know.
I think so, because he's always shaken, not stirred. right, with his martinis.
Oh, I've never watched one of those films.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've never watched one of the James Bond records or
really?
Films. Watch the films.
Oh my bad.
Oh, I thought that was the cat.
No, that was your foot.
Okay. I'm just kicking everything while sitting. What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ. Alright, so Josh Verrett Collier. Excuse me, and this is from October 9th. This is yesterday. Right now it's October 10th, 2018. Alright, so if you want to hit on somebody, now's your chance, alright? Like, today must be your day because you're 10 out of 10, right?
Wow.
Better go for it. Don't hit on nobody, you fucking weirdo. A trip to the ice cream shop proved to be quite eventful for back to Florida, for a Florida man.
Just because not everything is from Florida doesn't mean the majority of it's not. I mean, sometimes you just,
I'm eating ice cream after this myself. And this was on Monday evening. According to a police report from the Collier County, so that's not his name, and that's the county name, Collier County, and it was in the sheriff's office. An individual, later identified as Josh Verrot, I'm guessing it's Verrot, it's Verrot. This fella apparently had a hankering for some... Who wrote a hankering? Who was this journalist? Madeline Marr. I see your style, nigga. Madeline Marr said he had a hankering for some frozen treats and pulled into the parking lot outside a Royal Scoop in Bonita Springs. So that just means beautiful shooting water. Come on. The witnesses...
Wow. It doesn't sound beautiful when you talk about it like that.
That's how you speak the Spanish.
No.
Yeah, you do.
No.
I just fixed it. All right. Some people that witnessed it, they say that the driver was driving recklessly in the lot before finding a parking spot. The report says that his car, a 2003 silver Nissan Maxima, had extensive damage, including a shredded front driver's side tire with rubber flying off the rims. So someone hit his parked car?
I think he hit somebody else.
Staffers at the store called the cops over the damaged car situation, plus they noted the man seemed intoxicated when he entered with no shirt on. White men don't have to be intoxicated to walk in a store with no shirt. Alright.
What happened to no shoes, no shirt, no service? I thought that was a thing.
There was a podcast that I think was called like No Shoes or something like that I listened to when I had the time. It was just libertarian assholes that just like, I should be able to walk in barefoot. I think it was called Barefoot something. Man, I don't remember.
Ugh. That's gross.
So when the deputy fellas arrived, Mr. Verrot fled the store on foot, but officers were able to catch up with him in the woods, where the 23-year-old was sitting and eating his ice cream. In the woods?
Man.
Nigga.
Without a shirt on, in the woods, eating ice cream.
So he left his crashed car to go run shirtless into the woods
yes.
and eat ice cream.
It doesn't have to make sense, William.
This is the kind of shit that black people are scared of. I don't want to see a shirtless white man running up. That's why I don't go fucking hiking. I like the woods, but white men without shirts and ice cream might show up, and I don't know what and he's drunk. Yeah. I don't like public drunk people. I strongly dislike public drunk people. I can't stand you motherfuckers. Because of public drunk people, I got touched by 3 white people in one setting. Alright?
What is that story?
I stopped in the Albertsons to get myself some food on the way home from work. And because where I worked was the same fucking uniform shirt color as Albertsons, 2 drunk white people began touching me and asking me for customer service. And then a white person that worked at Albertsons rescued me from them quite physically and walked me away and told them to leave him alone.
Oh my god!
It's like, why are all these hands on me? Stop.
This is horrible, actually.
Fucking Christ, man.
You should have, like, just been rude to him. They'd be like, I'm gonna call your manager. Like, good luck, he's not in this store.
Yeah, and I was like 24-year-old, little cute, you don't deserve to touch this. You can't touch this. Fucking, this story continues a wee bit more. The overseers asked the man if he would complete several standard sobriety tests, but Mr. Verreau, who they said smelled of alcohol and had slurred speech and glassy eyes, he refused, screaming, blah, 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 in quotes.
White shit. Sir, we need you to do some right tests. Blah, blah, blah.
Right, I want to know exactly how he delivered it. Was it the one you did? Was it what I did? Was it alternative? What did he do?
Blah, blah, blah.
That's like, if Donald Trump said the N-word so many times on tape, I want to hear him. Like I said in the Facebook post, did he say it with the Migos flow? How did he deliver that shit? So he was arrested on a suspected DUI and placed in the police car, but Verreau then became uncooperative. So he wasn't uncooperative before?
Blah, blah, blah.
He was uncooperative when he went in the store with no shirt on. See, when you're a white man, you get to go pretty fucking far before you even get declared uncooperative.
Whew.
Out of... crashing a car into shit, going in the store with no shirt. Obviously they sold him the shit or he stole it. I don't fucking know.
Well, he's not charged with theft.
And then leaving a car crash scene, right? That's hit and run. And then saying blah 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 to field sobriety test, gets put in the car, and just now he's uncooperative.
True story.
And started yelling in the back of the patrol car that if he did not have a Xanax, he would have a seizure. And that's uncooperative. Yelling while in the car.
Wait, but he said he was going to have a seizure if he didn't get his Xanax?
Indeed.
Alright.
Because when I got prescribed Xanax, that's what it was for. When I got prescribed Xanax, it was because I worked in fast food and they thought it would be hilarious if I took it on the shift, so they told me that was a good idea. Fucking EMS responded to the scene when Mr. Verreau was cuffed and was throwing himself to the ground and rolling around. Stop, drop, and roll. I guess this is why he's hot. What up?
Not hot. Wait, I just don't... Did they just fuck up the chronology of events? Like, did they take him out of the car to give him the Xanax? How did he get...
Yeah, they said, because they said EMS responded, so they probably had to... Because he's a white man, he can't possibly be lying. So they probably called him like, hey, he might have a seizure, get EMS here. That's emergency...
Medical services.
I was thinking, like, how come I don't see a letter R for response? And I don't know enough things. So they responded to the scene where Mr. Verreau cuffed, throwing himself to the ground and rolling around. To further restrain the suspect, a non-breather medical mask was placed over the man's face, but he removed it and kept tossing and turning. What the fuck is a non-breather medical mask?
Is that something they put on to give you oxygen?
That's weird. Oh, wait, it says rebreather. I've never heard of this.
Oh, yeah, it's like those, it's like them shits they have on the airplane. Where it's got, like, the little, like, plastic part you put over your face, and then it's got the bag attached, so to help you breathe, like, if you're, like, hyperventilating and shit.
Okay. Yeah, I've never, no, I mean, I should have hyperventilated. I don't think that the couple times I was on airplanes, I thoroughly disagreed with how high we went. I think you don't really need to go more than, what, like 30 feet up, 40 feet? Okay?
If you went up 40 feet, you would run into skyscrapers.
Oh, then get those out of the way. Just take them down. We don't need them.
Take them down. Okay.
I really, like, there's plenty of small abandoned buildings all these office fuckers can work in.
But they don't want to.
Emperor William doesn't care. He doesn't fucking care. Okay, let's take a look here. Come on. Oh, I almost said refrigerator. Woo! I need to get some rest. When a firefighter, not refrigerator, tried to calm him down, Mr. Verreau bit him on the hand. This was not alcohol. This was some other shit. Like, and white people, and you
Like
never
white
know,
privilege, or
yeah, they smoke a lot of that too. But fucking white people always making up shit that I never know what it is. Meth, bath salts. What the fuck? Are there actually, is that just the name of the drug, or are there actually bath salts?
Pretty sure there's actually bath salts.
So, like, there's actually salt that you use in a bath, probably for scrubbing of some sort.
No, you put bath salts in the bathtub to soak for, like, sore muscles and shit.
Huh. Okay. And somebody white said, I bet I can get high on this. So, who knows? Like, was he fucking chewing on light bulbs? I don't know. Like, fucking
Chewing on light bulbs. Okay.
Yeah, it's called edding. It's the original edibles.
Synthetic cathinones.
Synthetic cathinones?
Yes, which is made to mimic a substance found in the khat plant that grows in East Africa and Southern Arabia.
Why don't y'all just stay with y'all own European shit? See, that's what you get going around the planet trying to take everything. Now you fucked up. Take a look at here, goddammit. So you bit him on the hand, and then the refrigerator firefighter completed a sworn statement saying he was also spit on by the suspect and plans to press charges. I think that getting bit and spit on is double spit. Like, one is just more violent than the other.
Okay.
Like, one means that he can fucking get whatever his white man germs are into your less white acting white man in your bloodstream. Fucking on the way to the jail, Mr. Verreau began speaking profanely and continued to move around on two separate occasions. On every single occasion in this story, the police didn't shoot his ass.
Right.
The patrol car had to pull over so that deputies could warn him to calm down or he would be sprayed.
They have a lot of patience and a lot of time, apparently, to take care of this white man.
God damn, he must have been clear. He must have been like from that movie Powder. Like, nigga, how white were you, nigga? Later found in the back of the car were large green and yellow wads of bodily fluids. Green? I want to assume he eats a lot of spinach, but that's probably not why.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Like, were they doing anal? Did he get a cream pie from an Audrey too? Is that what's happening? That's a pornographic reference, folks. Look it up. He was charged with a suspicion of DUI, battery, and fraud, as he gave his brother's name at the time of the arrest.
Oh, you're such an asshole!
But what if he actually didn't know?
Really?
His court date is later this month. I tell you, folks, if I could afford to, like, if the Wine Cellar made enough money to do journalism, we would do follow-up on all these motherfucking stories. Like, I swear to fuck, I travel to every one of these places and be like, what happened next? I want to follow these people for the rest of their lives.
Mm-hmm. Is he smiling in his mugshot?
He's smiling like I believe in black vernacular, we call that cheesing. That nigga is smiling. What is? What?
Nigga, it's Wednesday, alright?
Alright, we're dancing around, I feel, it's risky, right? We're dancing around ableism, are we?
No, we're not.
Oh, we're not? Mm-mm. Alright, I'm trusting the fiend. Alright. Mrs. Feeney.
Mrs. Feeney. That's my rap name.
Alright, so this is off of NPR. We don't come, what the fuck do the neighbors be doing? Like, do they just, like, are they just breakdancing and doing suicide drops?
I don't know.
But that's the only move they know?
I don't know.
Are they playing, because it is 3 men unsupervised. Like, they're probably playing King of the Hill on the sofa.
3 highly irresponsible men who don't pay their bills.
They got the rent thing covered. Alright, so we're on the NPR. And, alright, this came from October 2nd, so this is 8 days ago from when we're recording this, October 10th, 2018. A bomb specialist suspected that an Oregon home was booby-trapped. Nice. All right, good. So, I mean, what is that like when you put mouse traps in your bra? All right, get on out of here. Dad jokes. That was corny. All right. As they entered the front door, they noticed what appeared to be a tripwire. Seconds later, a shot rang out, apparently from a booby-trapped wheelchair. Nigga. And an FBI bomb special agent was hit in the leg. Wait, a shot rang out from this nigga put a gun on a wheelchair?
Yes.
God damn. And this nigga, so his name is Lee Rodvelt, and he's a 67-year-old individual. Gregory Lee Rodvelt. And this feller, who used to live in this home in Williams, Oregon, has been charged with assaulting a federal overseer. And before the highly trained team even entered the house, it encountered a series of traps that are straight out of the adventures of Indiana Jones. Who wrote this? I see you, Merritt Kennedy, white woman. All right. This started on August 22nd when a judge in Josephine. So August 22nd. So I guess it wasn't until October 2nd that he became what was that, non-compliant?
Yeah, it took a while.
Combative, indecisive. That doesn't fit. So they appointed the attorney, Joseph Charter, to take possession of the property where Rodvelt resided in order to sell it. Oh, this white man didn't pull himself up by his bootstraps and keep his house.
Which is weird, because he had gun and wheelchair and booby trap money.
Yeah.
But not property tax money.
And you had 6 decades to show everybody how awesome you were. ¿Qué pasó? According to the... Oh, my bad, Crip. I just kicked Phoenix in the foot with my foot, and it was not footsie-esque. It was very mean and rude. Now, according to the criminal complaint, the lawyer Charter asked authorities from the FBI and Oregon State Police to clear the property. He had reason to think it might be unsafe.
Really?
Mr. Rodvelt had previously been charged with unlawful possession of explosives, but was released to attend the property hearing. Several days prior to the judge's order, neighbors had seen Rodvelt at the property. There was another, more direct warning that the lawyer Charter told the authorities that he spotted a sign, said, quote, "Warning that the property was protected by improvised devices."
What the fuck kind of sign is that?
End quote.
Improvised devices? What the fuck?
I mean, he don't even know what they do.
Shit.
I just know they're dangerous. And they gonna stop the government from taking my property. Now, as the authorities approached the property on September 7th, the first obstacle they encountered was a minivan blocking the front gate. Quote, and this is a quote from a filed complaint by the authorities. They said, let me see if that's coming in too hot. No, it's looking good. All right, let's Jew it up. Quote, "The technicians discovered that the minivan was rigged with 2 booby traps. The booby traps utilized steel traps with steel teeth commonly used to trap wild animals."
So this nigga put bear traps in his car? How you have bear trap money but not property tax money? He has gun money, wheelchair money, minivan money, bear trap money. You know what? Whatever.
I mean, cops are dangerous. I think bear trap is fitting. After they neutralized those traps, another obstacle awaited just beyond them. A round hot tub propped up on its side. That sounds like one of the motherfucking, like Roadrunner and Coyote cartoons with free bird feed.
Right. Right.
And this is another quote from within their report. Upon close examination, the technicians discovered that the spa was rigged in such a manner that when the gate was opened, it would activate a mechanical trigger that would cause the spa to roll toward the person at the gate, much like the scene from the movie Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, in which the actor Harrison Ford is forced to outrun a giant stone boulder he inadvertently triggered by a booby trap switch. That's all in the quote. We didn't add any of that. That's all in the fucking police FBI fella report. Oh, and the fucking article includes a YouTube embed of that scene if you'd like to see it for yourself, posted by the good folks at Fandango. I actually don't know if they're good. They could be fucking jack-knuckled, fuckstick, transphobic punk motherfuckers. Man, fuck y'all niggas. In the property's garage, the officials also found the apparent makings of a booby trap that was not rigged. It involved a rat trap that would cause a shotgun shell to deploy when the door was opened.
What the fuck? This might actually be like the whitest story we have ever covered.
His name wasn't Macaulay Culkin, was it? No, it's Gregory Lee Rodvelt. At this point, they moved on nigga, at that point, you burn it down. Mm-hmm. God damn. I think they're whiter than him because they're proceeding. At this point, they moved on to the main house. They used an explosive charge to get through the front door. That's when they spotted a suspicious fishing line behind the door.
Oh my god.
Several of the specialists entered the residence where a wheelchair was positioned in front of them. Suddenly, there was an explosion as the wheelchair was moved forward. You know, the reason why I was worried about ableism was because I thought that was the only story. I thought all it was a booby-trapped chair and end of story. I thought the episode would be done by now. Well, I'm supposed to be saying, have a good one, and fucking eating some ice cream. But no, now we're finally at the wheelchair after all sorts of other shit that I'm not even gonna recap. The story continues. Wheelchair in front of him. Suddenly, there was an explosion as the wheelchair was moved forward. According to the documents, it's not clear how that happened, but an FBI agent apparently yelled, "I'm hit!" as a significant amount of blood poured from his leg. Fuck you, FBI guy. You fucker. The agent was rushed to the hospital, and an unknown object that appeared to be shaped like a small pellet was removed from his leg. This was stated in the complaint. A later search of the property uncovered a spent shotgun shell casing, believed to be from the device that injured the agent. This continues. It's almost done, right? 3 paragraphs in a sentence. FBI agents found Gregory Lee Rodvelt in Arizona, where during an interview he allegedly said he set up the hot tub trap and discussed other tripwires on the property. When asked about other threats there, the complaint says, quote, that Rodvelt stated, "I would not race right in." Oh, woo! Shit. The lawyer for Rodvelt is listed in court documents reviewed by NPR, National Public Radio. Rodvelt also lost an elder abuse lawsuit brought against him in the same county as a news outlet The Oregonian reported. Quote, in 2016, Rodvelt's then 90-year-old mother and her guardian filed a civil lawsuit in Josephine County, which resulted in a $2.1 million judgment against the Sun, court records show. Is there anything serious we just want to tap into before we get out of here?
Anything serious?
Yeah, just tap into. Just like, hey, this is going on, you know, whoop-de-whoop, skip, flippity-doop, boppity-bop-boo.
Let me see what I have in, like, my serious show notes thread.
Ah, what the fuck is this?
What?
God damn it. Why are you sneaking stuff in?
What? Oh, we don't have to do that one.
Oh.
It was just funny to me. The whole story was a white-on-white crime story. Or basically, a guy went into a 7-Eleven, tried to buy a bag of M&Ms, and his credit card got declined for the 75 cents for the bag of M&Ms. So he freaked out and just, like, ripped apart everything in the store and started, like, throwing fruit and bananas at the cashiers and shit and, like, knocking shit over. Like, it was funny to me.
Damn, you be sounding like me. It was funny to me.
It was funny.
I'm saying that stuff is funny to me.
Let's see. I'm looking serious stuff. Cleveland Judge Michael Nelson has said he will no longer set bonds for criminal defendants unless they're charged with violent crimes because in Cuyahoga County Jail, there have been 6 inmates who have died in the last 4 months. So the judge isn't putting anybody there unless they are accused of some very serious crimes.
Oh, because the jail is not on the... Really? So jail is fucked up.
Yeah. And then this is... Well, we might get into it more later. An inmate was sexually abused by 3 guards at Rikers Island, and one of them still has their job, and none of them got charged.
Is Rikers... Is there just only a cis men's facility, or is there a women's facility?
There's a cis women's facility on Rikers.
Mm-hmm. Is that the one they're talking about?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking.
Which, by the way, is the one that I just forgot his name. Khalif Browder was at, where he was there for like 4 years before he was ever even.
Well, it was a really nice backpack.
Mm-hmm. And then committed suicide. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. You don't come across backpacks like that every day.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see a nigger with one, you put him in there for 4 years.
Yes.
Right, and Rikers Island, that's the one that's nicknamed Gladiator School, yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. Yeah. How the fuck do you get nicknamed Gladiator School?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I'm not going to be able to pull up that video because this laptop.
Oh, yeah.
It's very lappy.
It is very lappy.
All right.
Oh, and an Afro-Brazilian activist has become the first trans woman elected to Congress.
Yeah, and wait till you hear the reason what he was trying to purchase.
Okay, that was not related. I accidentally clicked play on that. You're saying?
In Brazil, Erica Malanguino, maybe, has become... I don't know how to say it.
It's Malanguino.
All right. Has made history as the first trans woman to win a state Congress seat in Sao Paulo, Brazil. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just, legislate for the people, little homie. I say little homie because I'm at that point at age in my life where I'm watching young people do awesome shit, and I'm like, oh, fuck, what did I do? I made a podcast and smoked some joints. Let's see. So, outside of the serious, and we'll wrap it up.
Yes.
Listen to the white man, everybody.
Yeah, and wait till you hear the reason what he was trying to purchase when this happened. Now, police say it appears the guy involved in this has an anger management problem. After you watch this video, you might say, yeah, you think this is the video I'm talking about. Take a look at the guy's reaction after police say his credit or debit card was declined while trying to make a purchase. Now, what was he trying to purchase that set him off so bad? Well, according to police, he was trying to purchase a 75-cent bag of almond M&Ms, and when his credit or debit card was declined, he did what you're seeing on the screen there. He went after one of the clerks, started throwing around some of the equipment in the store, even threw some bananas at the second clerk. Now, while this isn't the most serious crime to happen in the last couple of months here in Santa Ana, detectives did reach a dead end while trying to figure out who that guy is. This actually happened back in February, so they reached out to their public information officer, said, hey, can you get this video out there? We really want to try to hold this guy accountable.
That's first time in my life I heard about a white man throwing bananas at someone and it wasn't racist.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. Not being racist. Yep. All right. So, 2 weeks notice. Even though Phoenix Leader's the only nigga put in a 2 weeks notice and stay for 3 weeks.
There's a church holiday, man.
Yeah, you about to take a gang of holidays, nigga.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Yeah, so 2 weeks notice, Phoenix Leader. Folks coming through, 48 people on the Patreon. You 48 people on the Patreon, you are of the real 700 club.
Yes.
Because we are in our... Basically, I think this is 719, this episode. So we are in a 700 stretch between 700 and 800. Within these 100 episodes, Pat Robertson needs to die because it's my club.
Yes.
700, our club. I said
Our
mine.
club.
You're in there.
We're the real 700 club.
Phoenix Crew Leader, Miss Colored Woman. Yeah, man. So get down with it. Sign up because Phoenix Crew Leader is going to be doing programs, right?
Yes.
The Wine Cellar After Dark.
Yes.
And like Dash, the Sex Education podcast.
Yes.
Real simple. Lace it up. I'm just gonna run it through the same RSS feed we already use. Yeah, I'm gonna stop trying to split up and have different RSS feeds. It's all Wine Cellar Media.
Yeah.
The Black Podcast with Wine Cellar Media. We'll just run it all through the same RSS feed. If you're subscribed to this, you'll get that. All right, so then you don't even have to go sniffing around. Where is? I can't find it. You'll find it. Right.
Your elbows are ashy.
Oh yeah. I didn't put on I didn't put on lotion, shea butter, or anything.
Woo.
Yeah, like I got out the shower and I only used chapstick.
Wow.
And went to work, and I used the pumpkin chapstick for the season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So that's your White on White Wednesday, White on White crime. PayPal.me/Phoenix and William, where you can just drop a one-time hit like, here, I'm gonna help these neckers out. Well, because that a lot of clan members support the program. They're like, man, them neckers is pretty good right there.
True story.
So yeah, PayPal.me/Phoenix and William, which is always under the title of the show, like if you're in iTunes or something. And then there is Patreon.com/Wine Cellar Media Fund. And I'm telling you, if fucking 1,000 of you muckers sign up for $1, you would. No, I'll actually. I won't quit my job, but I bet you I'll go back to part-time. And then the folks that are signed up for that and more, and and then I get folks like change it, move it around. We appreciate the fuck out of that. We use that shit. That shit keeps the program going. It pays for the hosting space. It pays for the broadcasting space. It pays for having our own website name. And then like it's reached the point where it's spilled over. Where it's like, hey, I could take some of that and put that on the actual cable bill, which the internet is part of it. Shit like that. It's fucking dope. All right. Thank you. Patreon.com/Wine Cellar Media Fund. That'll be that. Bang. I gotta turn off the video internally. Come on.